Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Titans and the Jags, next on EA Sports.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his 4th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. Looking long for Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led by their fourth-year quarterback out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 23 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown. And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd down, Jackson. Then he finds Danny Amendola. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Let's go! That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up. And a long way to go on 3rd down. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. We'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive. that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They go play action now. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. He juked him. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Mayfield on play action. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So our two teams, the Jags and the Titans, CD, they've formed a pretty good rivalry here in the AFC South. It's been the Titans who have arguably, though, been the best team in the division of late. But these Jags, they have certainly made some big changes since these two teams last met.
And those changes you're talking about, brand new front office, brand new head coach, Young quarterback, I think for sure they're on the right track. And to me...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Mayfield now. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. T. Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the pistol, it's Gurley. Room here to run. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, Sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. He lets it fly for Lockett. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Now he steps away. And out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, Edmonds. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. This one caught by Crowder. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mayfield. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mixon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Jackson on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, Jackson. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Andrews. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Mayfield airing one out for Crowder. And this is caught, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Returning right back to Lockett. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Now a give to Edmonds. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 2nd down and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. This
pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Jackson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 16 yards there. A Tennessee first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Let's go. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. And on his way to end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another carry now for Gurley.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 106 yards on the ground here for Gurley. He's got a first down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action now. Jackson. That escapes the sack. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
The Titans on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he's flushed out right. First down and more for Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. To throw again on second down. Jackson, the slant caught by Amendola. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And it's a Titans touchdown. Danny Amendola, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for two. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. They get the conversion. And Charles, we only have 2 yards to go. What do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's the option going left on second down. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And partner the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in, because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
On second down, Edmonds. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Man open. Here is Crowder. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
8 yards to go on second down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Now Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. And that's complete to Croft.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jackson.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal.
Jackson.
Caught on a slant. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Jackson to throw.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a handoff, Edwards, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.